if I had a magic wand, I wouldn't go back and help Davian first. I'd make everybody else disappear. I'd click my fingers, and everybody would disappear.
Kenzie, stop talking right now, okay?
I'm saying though, but like...
I know, don't talk like that.
Hold up now. This is the first that I've heard the dad on the phone. Wow. I mean, I'm kind of speechless. Mom's sitting over here thinking about, I'm about to make this case so much worse for you. Go on, fill your cup. This is about to be good. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, Sofa Squad. Today we've got Mackenzie's dad on the phone, her mom talking that language, Rosie or somebody's been leaking information. Oh y'all, there's a lot to go over, so let's get to it. Y'all, whenever my Lyon's Tea exchange package arrives at the front door, I know it is going to be a cozy evening, weekend date, whatever it is. Their flavors are absolutely unique, absolutely amazing. I've got my little routine of self-care where I make my tea, we get the dogs, we get on the sofa, all the things. So let's see what's in this package today. So I love the box that they send. If you follow me, you know I've been using them for a while at this point. This right here, the little quote from C.S. Lewis, the little personalized thing with gratitude, Sydney and the team at Lyon's Tea Exchange. Now, also, this is a woman-owned company in Texas, and I think that's really cool that it's here in the States. It's a luxury tea company, y'all, but the price point is amazing. Now, here's the flavors they sent me. Look at how it's packaged in there. Okay, we have apple cider, New York breakfast, Earl Grey, and peppermint white chocolate. Okay, if you follow me for a minute, you know this peppermint white chocolate, y'all, especially going into like fall, all that stuff, 100%. One thing I love about them is that they send different flavors. You get so many different flavors and they're all incredibly unique. Y'all, the bourbon barrel chai was so amazing. It was like fall in a teacup. So I'm gonna try this time. I think the apple cider one, I think we're in that vibe today. And y'all, they do amazing summer blends too. Root beer, white peach, strawberry lemonade, mango black, you name it. Y'all, it doesn't matter what season, what time of the year it is, what your vibe is, they have got you covered. Now, here's the thing. They use actual tea leaves. First of all, look at the packaging. I'm not gonna lie out, when guests come over, I love presenting this to them in the options. It's so fancy. I feel like, look, we got our own special little tea shop up in here now. And look at the back here, even better for me right now, caffeine free. Absolutely love this. And it's time to put the water in. And you just let it sit for a minute. Y'all, I'm telling you. And see how they put all the ingredients right here in the back of it? And it's just natural. It sounds so amazing. All of my favorite flavors. Look at the apple pieces and the ginseng root in there. It's absolutely amazing. The tea bags have extra long strings so that you can use them in thermoses, large cups like I just did. Whatever your vibe is, they've got you. Now look, the bags themselves, y'all, are made of a material called PLA. They're biodegradable and they're free of traditional microplastics. Now, each of these boxes here has 15 individual servings like you saw me just do. The smell alone, okay? Go ahead and get the cinnamon broomsticks out, please. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. Oh yeah, this has such a natural, sweet, flavorful, but not over the top. Like it has a bunch of like fake chemicals and fake taste stuff is what I'm getting at. It tastes natural and it also gives you that apple cider kick. Same thing with the chai. So I think y'all are gonna love this just as much as I do. Now what they're doing is they always do, they're hooking the Sofa Squad up. You can get 20% off. What you're gonna wanna do is use that QR code that's on the screen or just go into the description box. You'll see a link for them. You can use my code REPORTINGLIVE20. That's gonna get you that additional percentage off. Y'all, it is amazing. It's cozy in a cup. I think you're gonna love them. Give them a try today. Hello, Sofa Squad, and welcome back to the sofa. That's the same sofa. My name is Paul if you're new here. If you're not new here, my name's Alan for today. We'll spice it up that way. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with this case, you're like, well, what's this Shirilla person about? Well, go on and get your true crime blankie and your sippeth from the cupboard, and I'll tell you a little bit about the case before we jump in. The Mackenzie Shirilla case centers around a deadly crash that prosecutors argued was not an accident, but an intentional act of murder. So on July 31st, 2022 in Strongsville, Ohio, a then 17-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla was driving a Toyota Camry with her boyfriend, Dominic Russo, and his friend, Davian Flanagan. Now, they were going approximately 100 miles per hour, and the vehicle slammed into a commercial building. Dominic and Davian were killed. Mackenzie somehow survived with serious injuries. Now, at first, it looked like a horrific crash, right? Everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is terrible, what a tragedy. But there was way more to it. So the prosecution built a case that was effectively a murder self-unaliving attempt fueled by relationship turmoil. Now, some of the key points for this included that there was no braking before impact, prior threats made by her, possible premeditation, lots of relationship conflict, and drug evidence. Now, the judge would famously nickname this case, this whole trial, this whole situation, or whatever, at least the media picked it up to, hell on wheels. And I think that's pretty accurate. Now, the defense, of course, said, hey, this is not intentional. And their arguments included that Mackenzie suffered from possible medical issues. There's like discussions around POTS and whatnot. And, you know, that's a whole other thing as well. She may have blacked out. The crash could have been caused by impairment, dehydration, a medical episode, something, right? And that she had no memory of the event. However, that's left for everybody's opinion of if we think she really just does not remember that or not. Now, of course, the court would reject this explanation, right? So in August of 2023, after a bench trial, Mackenzie was convicted on multiple felony charges, including murder, aggravated vehicular homicide, felonious assault, drug possession related counts. She was then sentenced to 15 years to life in prison for each of the boys' murders. Those ran concurrent, and she is eligible for parole after serving 15 years. Her earliest parole date is 2037. Now, the Netflix documentary The Crash has recently come out, and it revisits the case and has really reignited debate because it heavily leans into Mackenzie's perspective while also visiting the evidence. Now, the documentary will cover the timeline leading up to the crash, police footage, trial evidence, family interviews, even Mackenzie speaking from prison, and her continued insistence that she did not intentionally kill Dominic or Davian.
Hello?
Hey, those two, Nina and Bubba, to shout off the rooftops for you.
I know.
Actually, he's coming over. They're coming over. Here,
When?
our house, to talk to me about things.
I know.
Okay.
I didn't say Nina and Bubba. I said Rosie. Nina and Bubba.
That's what I mean. Sorry, not Nina. Not Nina. That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like Bubba's more like riding for me because he's like than Rosie. Like it's weird as fuck.
Because he's her. I think that was her. I'm going to ask her that when she comes over.
Ask her what? Oh.
Hold on now. We got the mom up in here doing it. Hold on. My brain's scrambled. Now, I know that the mom doesn't, from my understanding, she taught Mackenzie this, but you rarely hear the mother do it because there's not really a reason for her to. And I'm talking about the language they speak. Part of it is doing it to decode, like, people hearing you. Well, she's at home, the mom, right? But you would think she would do it more often on the phone, but she's probably smart enough to be like, I don't want anybody cracking this damn code. But this right here, it's like, well, why is she doing that? But you see how fast she is with it. But again, somebody in my comment section was like, okay, remember, Paul, they've been doing this, like Mackenzie's been doing this language since she was a kid or whatever, so she can do it super fast. Because I would give Mackenzie this. She is good at this language. I mean, she spits this out like that. So I'm like, okay, give credit where credit's due. Girl knows how to speak in this tongue. Okay, period.
Okay, that's who I think.
Me too.
Right. So just, I know your anxiety and you got fear and stuff like that, but...
I don't have fear. I just I don't try to be a part of the loop if you're just like
That's what I mean.
like the rat or something like that. That's weird as fuck.
No, that's what I mean. So just pause on that. I know it's hard to not feel that way.
Like I'm very weirded the fuck out. Like I don't. That's just.
Hold on. She's in a bad mood.
I'm sorry, in a bad mood. I'm just
I'm
calling
not
to
in
tell
a
you that I
bad
love you.
mood. What is?
Well,
I'm not in a bad mood.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too, Dad. Like, what the fuck? Like, what does that have to do with you talking to me? That's weird.
No,
as fuck.
I love you. I got in trouble last night or this morning.
Hold up now. This is the first that I've heard the dad on the phone. We got to get serious up in here. Let's, Roscoe, sit up straight, for God's sakes. We got to get serious up in here now. So the dad's on the phone, the mom's speaking in that language. They're talking about Rosie and Bubba are snitches. All sorts of stuff is going on in this phone call, y'all. Now, I can understand where she probably has, like, people, whoever in her group, and you would probably continue to do this with whoever you get to know, especially a case like this that blows up, of people getting close to you to, like, betray you or get information and put it out there, right? So remember, these are the jail phone calls. She hasn't been convicted yet. So there's a lot more on the line here because she's still fighting for her freedom. So she has to keep her inner circle probably way more locked down.
Why?
I got in trouble.
By who?
Mommy got mad at me.
For what?
So that must mean in like 2 weeks we're going to get in a car accident and I'm going to be charged with murder and felonious assault and stuff, because in Strongsville, if you speed, it's, it's something bad. Anyways, I love you very much. I'm angry for you, baby. I'm just letting you know, I'm angry. Every waking second that I'm thinking is about you. That's all I'm thinking about. I just want to let you know I love you so much, and I cannot believe you are being put through this. This is. I hope karma comes back and bites everybody that's against you in the ass so hard that they all disappear. That's all I said. And if I had a magic wand, I wouldn't go back and help Davian first. I'd make everybody else disappear. I'd click my fingers and everybody would disappear.
Wow. I mean, I'm kind of speechless. I get that where it's like your own child, right? And so there's going to be a bias. There's going to be this level of you are looking out for your bloodline and helping it, whatever. But like this right here, I think he's talking about two things. I think he's talking about obviously what she's going through legally, but also where it's like whatever's taking place with somebody ratting her out on something. Okay. But this whole thing, if I had a magic wand, we would go back and help Davian first, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, my gosh, this is wild to hear them talk like this. I'll hold some more of my thoughts. Let's keep going for now.
That's what I would do. That's how angry I am. They screwed you so bad. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. I love you. I'm on your side, 100%. And I know you do this on purpose.
I love you, Dad.
Okay. So that's what I mean. You got an army of people fighting out here, baby. Okay. You can't talk on the phone.
Yes, I'm on my period here, and then I just feel gross as fuck.
But I need to tell you though, that Rosie and Bubba and your friends, I started a whole big Kenzie group chat. We are all that way. How Daddy's feeling, okay? And they are part of that.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's weird as fuck because last time I was on the phone and free phone calls, when I was in the juvenile facility, Sammy was in the car with Rosie, and they were both talking to me, being nah.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. They were what? Who was?
It was Sammy and Rosie in the car, and there was just weird ass shit going on. I don't know,
Okay, well, listen, here's what we'll do. Ask her, okay?
You need to ask her, too, and tell her that, Kenzie's feeling weird as fuck. You can tell her that yourself, too.
I will. I'll tell her, too. Ask her. If she says she doesn't hang out with her anymore, you have no choice but to believe her, okay?
Okay, and if I see her
right.
I'm going to have people watching her, and as soon as she hangs out with her, she's getting fucking blocked on everything, right. And you need to take her out of the group chat.
So we'll deal with that part, yes, then. But we'll just blast her. Okay? No stress. You have a whole huge people out here fighting for you every day.
Oh, and you know
what?
You know how if that man can just get my, message in here without, knowing anyone or,
Well, he must, that's what I mean. He must do this quite frequently.
I'm saying, though, what if somebody else gets my message that's like that and be like, I know you did on purpose, and then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reply and be like, only if they give me a stamp. I'm not replying without, I'm not replying without a stamp. But I'm going to be like, I was like, hey, thank you for the message. Kenzie will get back to you very shortly. Her messages are overflowing. Thank you so much. I'm just going to pretend it's a voicemail.
That's a good idea. Her messages of support are overflowing. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's funny.
Oh, yes, I'm going to do that. Her message. Oh, and do you think I should write out what I'm going to say to, the court?
So several things going here. So somebody clearly has leaked some information in her circle. It's somebody hanging out with Rosie, possibly, or Rosie hanging out with them. She wants to make sure they're not.
Oh, she's getting blocked on everything. I'm cutting them out.
Blah, 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 blah. And listen to how the mom speaks. And this is what's very interesting to me to dissect some of this. So the mom's like, you have no choice but to believe her. And in one sense, when I listen to that, I'm like, there's truth to be told to that, but also in the context of this case, it gives you this insight into it. Because whenever I listen to any of their phone calls or read their text messages or see the parents, the body can't, all the stuff, right? I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, it's just parents who, and you should be able to be this way, but it's like they just believe face value whatever their daughter has said to them without questioning it. Because my daughter said it, it's true. I just have no choice but to believe her until shown otherwise. But when they're shown otherwise, they figure out ways around it, right? And so her mom saying to Mackenzie, like, if she says she's not hanging out with her, you have no choice but to believe her. And, you know, I think that on one hand, that's good because it's like, I look at my own self and things where it's like, I'll think too much about certain situations, like, what about this? What about that? And it's like, what's the face value, Paul? Almost like this. When somebody tells you who they are, believe them until they don't or whatever, right? And so I'm just looking at the duality of that, where it's like, okay, well, yeah, that's the way to go. But also once you see otherwise, maybe change that tune, right? Give somebody a chance or whatever. And so what I'm getting at is this advice she's given her daughter, I feel like is the own way that they treat their daughter. And I'm like, great, you should be able to believe your daughter, this, that, and the other. But this probably started years ago where you would just believe any old thing she said. And she was just like working you all over, all the way down to minuscule stuff, staying out late. I did this. Oh, that didn't happen. I wasn't smoking weed here. You get where I'm going. And now we've arrived here, right? Because again, me looking at this, the only person who is living to say what happened in the car is Mackenzie, who claims she doesn't remember. Okay. Now at this stage in the game, at this recording, remember she's passed the first tiny little threshold on a petition that she went to a federal court where the federal magistrate has said, yes, we want to see more information. So gather all this stuff up within 45 days and present it to me so we can make an informed decision. And this is how this is going to go. So it's a tiny little victory and many, many steps for them. But so far, all their appeals, all this, everything has been shot down. And while I understand that there's things in this court case that people question or, you know, well, what about this and what about that and all the things or whatever, it's just, there's a lot of other things that are pretty self-explanatory. You know, no, nobody can say what happened in the car except for Mackenzie. You can look at evidence and say, well, this is what the evidence shows, right? And speak to experts. But what I see a lot in this case is people don't care what the experts say, right? That's kind of where we're at with a lot of stuff is people don't care about that anymore. They're more concerned about what a Google article said or ChatGPT at this point, and that's taken more seriously than anything. And then if that says what they don't want to hear, we just move the goalpost for it. And so that's what I see a lot of with this case too. You know, the whole thing about Mackenzie presenting pots and all this and all that, we'll see if it pans out. We'll see if it shakes out, right? But again, I just think it's interesting to hear these private conversations about trust, about this, about that, but it's just the own lessons aren't applied within the own dynamics of the relationship. I'll shut up now. Let's keep going.
Yeah, if you want to.
I don't know, like, exactly how, like, does that need to be long? Like, I don't know what to say. I already know a little bit what I need to say, like.
It doesn't need to be long at all. Just talk from your heart. Okay? Don't say anything about, you know, the whole proceedings or the verdict or whatever. Just talk
I'm not,
to them.
And I'm not going to say thank you to the judge or anything. I was going to say thank you to the judge, but I'm not going to say anything to the judge.
No. You can tell her that, you know, you feel that. No, don't even say anything. I was going to say you can say that you feel she made a mistake, but you can't. Don't even say that.
Yeah, Mom, let's definitely not say that. Mom's going to carry that torch for you. Okay. Again, this is clearly she's been convicted. She's going to sentencing where her mom will show out and basically walk up to the court, to the podium, talking halfway through the courtroom, go on this whole thing of how all the things to trying to get the last word about how Mackenzie was misinterpreted. And this is just, well, I'm not going to even thank the judge. I'm not going to even do this. Speak from your heart. Yes, speak from your heart. It's just, it's wild to see the behind the scenes thinkings of this. And again, this is years ago or whatever, but I mean, this is so bizarre. Oh, don't tell the judge that. And then the mom steps up to the podium and did what she did during sentencing or victim impact statements. Yeah. Again, you see right why she's where she's at.
I'm just like, can I say it to you what I'm going to say, or do you want me to wait?
I think you can say it to me.
Okay, I'm going to be like...
I was like, please say yes. Go on, fill your cup. This is about to be good. Okay, here we go.
I don't know if I should be like... I'm going to be like, well, first I'm going to start with the families of Davian and Dom. I just wanted to deeply apologize and say I'll forever be sorry, and I hope that one day you guys can see that I never meant to do this on purpose. It was just a car accident, and I want to tell you I'm sorry forever. If I could take your grief away, I would take it away in a heartbeat. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what else I would say.
Yes, just like that. It doesn't even have to be long, Pumpkin. I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
And then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna say something to you. I'll be like, to my family, like something, and supporters. Thank you for seeing the real in this.
Yeah.
Thank you for seeing the real in this. Bet. Can somebody scoop? Can somebody scoop in 15 years? She's got that. You know how you can put a text you're going to send later? She's got scoop with a question mark scheduled for 15 years down the damn road. And the mom over here, I don't even know what I'm going to say. Oh, she's going to say a lot. Mom's sitting over here thinking about, I'm about to make this case so much worse for you. There's nothing that Mackenzie could say that would make herself look bad that the mom's not about to do. It's going to be 10 times worse.
And fighting for me every day.
You love him. You would not like. It's just so crazy, Ken. It's crazy. So, yeah, just something like that. Mm-hmm. She even say to the judge, you know, if you knew me, if you knew who I was, you don't even have to say. Don't even say that. Whatever. I don't even know, Kenzie.
Again, I understand because they're coming from the point of view that she is innocent and wrongly convicted, if you will, of these charges. It's like eating crow pie for them where it's like, well, I don't want to sit here and talk about, I'm sorry, judge, or this or that, because it's almost like admitting. And some of it is for her and her situation, and really any defendant, they can't really sit there and say some things because they know they're going to appeal, right? So you can't be like, I'm so sorry I did this. I should have thought better. I mean, it's like, it blows your whole thing out of the water. So they're still under that pressure of that. But in one instance here, they firmly believe that she is wrongly convicted, okay? And so that's a whole other story. So I get where it's a hard pill to swallow, if you will, of, I don't want to, have to say this or say that, but you can just feel the animosity. And again, I try and look at both sides of everything, whether I agree with the other one or not, but I'm also like, okay, well, Paul, remember, I mean, this is their daughter, so they're really ticked off that, she got sentenced. The dad at the victim impact statements will yell out, we know you're innocent, or something like that when she walks out of the courtroom. And again, her parents were the start of making this look really bad on her. Like the debacle of it, 10 times worse than it already was by the way they acted in court. It was one of the first shocking moments of the whole thing.
They'll figure out who I am very soon. I mean, you would think they would know who I am by watching me in jail for fucking 9 fucking months, but I guess that's not enough for them. But if I can make a decision in 19 seconds, like they say, then I don't understand how they can't figure out who I am. But in all this time, that just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, they figured out who you were. That's partly why we're here.
I'm sorry.
What's been going on people I don't know, has people just been posting about me still, or is that died down again?
It's died down. Well, on my side anyway. I don't know because I don't have Snapchat or anything like that. But don't forget, good news travels fast. Bad news travels faster, and people latch on to toxic and anger and rage more than people trying to support somebody in a situation.
Have you read your daughter's text messages? Right? Have you even seen any of this? She knows all about toxic and rage, right? I mean, granted, the mom does have a point here. I get what she's talking about. I mean, pretty much all of TikTok, not just with Mackenzie, but anything is fueled by just people complaining and rage and anger and stuff like that. And so I understand that part. But also when she's like, are people still posting about me? Now, mind you, remember, this is years ago at this point. Mom's, oh, it's died down. I'm like, oh, again, the parents hold my beer though. Just give us a few years and we'll do a little documentary to make sure that the whole nation knows about this situation. Okay. It's just, I've never seen people I have. Sarah Boom. Right? What's different with Mackenzie is it's everyone, herself, and then the people surrounding her, making it 10 times worse for her, where Sarah Boone was doing it single-handedly herself. You see what I'm saying? But she didn't even have a support team besides lawyers and whatnot. I've never seen a case like this where I'm just girl, it's I always say this, it's like they wanted you in prison, right? It's like they wanted you in prison. I don't think they truly did, but you can just see by the behaviors and decisions, right? That this is just where this is going to end up.
So sometimes there's no sense in arguing with people on the internet because they're loud and
I'm so
evil.
weirded out still though, just by Sammy, that shit just weirded me the fuck out. How are you gonna try to be cool with me and talk to me on the phone, ask me if I'm okay and shit?
Who, Sammy?
Yes. And she was just in the car smoking weed with Rosie, so what's up?
Because she's a follower, Ken.
She probably just wanted to fucking fiend and get a free blunt or something.
Right,
but
that's what I mean.
What if they got in a car accident? Would one of them be charged with murder? I'm confused.
Right. Right. I know. Sammy's a follower. She's just doing it because it's that's the news. That's all. Rosie is strong. Sammy's nuts.
Hashtag Rosie strong. Right. I mean, it's just when you get the whole gamut of this pitch of this case and of her personality, Mackenzie, I mean, she really thinks that she is just something. You know, and most kids, I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I used to think that, you know what I'm saying? I look back where I was like, I used to think I was this and I was that. And I was like, honey, I didn't know nothing, right? That's one of the luxuries when we're blessed enough to get older and like grow, you know, have time on earth and get older, you just learn more. And so I understand that Mackenzie's still, I mean, to me, a kid, a child damn near in this, right? Maybe not by the eyes of the state legally, but definitely emotionally. I mean, we've seen the text messages between her and Dom. This is a very incredibly emotionally, I would venture to say, unstable and certainly immature person, okay? That just lives in this very specific bubble. And again, I just think that she likes a lot of this attention. Of course, I don't think she wants to be in prison or jail, but I think that she loves this attention because to me, a huge key component to Mackenzie was always wanting fame, and this was the way she was going to get it. She probably wasn't going to get fame through being an influencer. The things that I've seen of her and doing that and going back through her TikToks and whatnot, she just didn't have that factor that made her interesting and how she was trying to come off and be perceived as interesting. Now, maybe she could have grown into that, but sadly, this crime is the most interesting thing about her, right? Other than that, this is just an incredibly bland human being, and that blandness is derived from this extreme insecurity. I mean, we just got to the point in the text messages where she got a tattoo and flips. First of all, she's asking Dom constantly, should I get it? Should I get it? Should I get it? I'll get a little thing on my finger. And then she got, oh my God, I don't want it. I can't believe I did this. And it's just like, honey, it's a little tiny finger tat. Like, what are we doing? It's that level that's just like, that's going to always keep you there. And again, I understand this is oftentimes something associated with youth and insecurity and self-esteem that some people can fix as they go or whatever. But it's just the way that her and her family seem to just love the attention of the spotlight should be studied in classrooms.
And I don't want to go in the courtroom if Houston is in the courtroom. I don't feel safe with him anywhere near me. I feel like he's going to attack me.
I don't know if there's anything you can do about that.
Well, I'm going to refuse to go into the courtroom then.
Honey, you can't. Don't even look over there.
Yeah, because that'll be a real good look, won't it?
I don't, but I knew I felt some weird shit last time. Like, I knew I could tell, like, some weird shit. And then he's, like, hugging Miss Russo. Like, she's probably the one that told him to, like, come harass me at the grave and, like, follow me that day. Like,
I know.
That's weird as fuck. Like,
yep. Honey, this isn't over. Okay?
Like, I hope, and, like, what's the point of, like, going through my phone all that time and finding literally, like, all the instances?
Kenzie, stop talking right now. Okay?
I'm saying, though, but, like...
I know, don't talk like that.
Nothing was even shown. Nothing was even shown. Like, why?
Please stop.
What does she not want Mackenzie to say? All the instances of what? Because we've seen between her and Dom that the only reason we're seeing is because it was vials pulled, right? This is evidence or whatever, okay? We've seen the threats that she's done. We've seen what she did with Dom when he didn't do it as she wished. So the mom's real quick to stop her when she gets a little bit too out there, right? I'll give her that. But this is the thing of ignoring reality. This is the part where they ignore that. The things that are going on just in the little bit of the text messages I've read with Dom and Mackenzie, it would be of grave concern to a parent that their child was experiencing or showing this level of behavior that Mackenzie is, right? But I don't think that her parents ever really much paid attention to that, even when she was at an age where you would expect them to.
Yeah, we need a different lawyer. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that was the weird. I'm so weirded out by him too. Like, I just don't.
So just chill. Just wait. I know.
Hold on, Diamond. What time do we get our comm tomorrow? Like later in the afternoon? Yes, I'm about to. Yes. All right. It's coming like kind of like on the earlier side, like 8 to like 1.
Oh, there you go. Good.
She's got those honey buns just waiting. She's like, I got 5 soups and a honey bun, Diamond. Come on, Diamond. When is that commissary coming?
I just want to get moving around too. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm about to eat good tomorrow.
Yay! Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Rosie just needs to talk to me, though, because, like, she needs to tell me what's up, like, or I'm going to block her.
I'll ask her to call you.
Is it working on that one? Yes. That's what I just tried to do again. Here, you try it. I'm like, it's saying, like, it can't be completed and it takes long as fuck to load, right? Yeah, messages are not loading right now. I keep trying to check my messages. Yes, it's the same shit. And then a message will pop up and be like, it's not working. I'm about to tell the staff or something.
Did you write a grievance on that one terminal? For not
I wrote a
video
grievance on that terminal, yes, because what the fuck is that
good.
about?
Good.
This one girl was like, can we switch? Like, you're the other video call at 7. I was like, I'm not switching my video call. What? It's not like that. I thought, yes, I was hoping you don't know what I'm saying, because I do. I'm like, I be saying, yes. Oh. What, you spiritual and shit? Like crystal and shit? You spiritual? Yeah. Okay, yeah, me too. Yeah. No, it's not like that. It's not like my big fat gypsy wedding. Not like that. Like,
I love that movie.
I'm dead as fuck. No, it's not like that. Like, it's just more like the carnivals and shit, like stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it. Like, how do you explain a gypsy?
Like the theatrical dancing type, like Stephen
like theater and shit like that. Like, they be like very like, and
musical,
then like very like
musician.
musical, spiritual, like.
Yeah.
Like nature and shit, like.
Right.
Like musical, like spiritual, like nature and shit. I mean, honestly, she's quite the poet. Right? That's like a Tinder profile. I'm into like musicals, like spiritual, like nature and shit. This is the first time I've heard her reference anything like this or whatever. So I find that interesting for her to be talking about that. I would love to know who she's talking to, because I just don't, number one, I don't envision her as being a very spiritual, crystals and nature and shit type person, but maybe she is. I mean, I don't know her personally.
What?
You be doing that shit too? What's she saying?
You have 1 minute left.
What's wrong with her?
Kenzie, we have 1 minute left.
We have 1 minute left. Hold up. I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, I heard her last night. I was like, shut up. Like, I was about to yell at her, but I don't want her to fuck me up, so. Yes. All right, Mom, I'm calling you back after this call.
That's fine. Then I got to work at 8.
Oof, they yelling. What'd you say?
One more call, and then I have to work.
All right, I'm gonna call you one more time. What the fuck? All right, I'm calling you back right now. Bye. I'm calling you back.
Okay.
Bye.
Well. So there we are. So there was a lot of stuff in this phone call. This was a good one. Again, a lot at this point with the phone calls, I don't even know what they are. Like, I'm literally just dry listening to them and reacting in real time to them, which I like doing. It's more like new or whatever, right? So again, it's so interesting looking at this through the lens of we already know what happened, meaning with the court situation, because she's going in to get sentenced. And especially in this where it's like, we know what her mom's going to end up saying. Yeah, it doesn't end well. And you already see the dad just all over the place. Like, we're so upset. So that's it. We will wait. Number one, we're following her new, win in court. So we'll be tracing that. And then we'll keep doing the phone calls. We'll keep doing the text messages. I love learning about this case. I love going deep into it. So we'll keep it up. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, drop off some little sofas for Roscoe, Bo and Luke, and you, the most important, the Sofa Squad. You make the channel possible. I'm greatly appreciative of it. Now, until we all meet up in that comment section to talk about all this stuff, I'll see y'all soon.